What's up, guys? Sollertis Gamer here, and I am so excited. Excuse my voice, guys. I'm just getting over some allergies here. But I am so excited because if you don't already know, one of my favorite movies of all time, probably my most favorite movie of all time, is the Home Alone movie, right? Home Alone has got to be the greatest classic for any 8-year-old, and I think I was actually 8 years old when this movie came out. I think. Well, no, I think I was Kevin's age when the movie came out. I think he was 8 years old in the original movie. So I've gone and I have done the painstaking task of creating the Home Alone house from the first movie because there were some changes between the first home and the second one. They built it out on set and a whole bunch of other things. But I think I did a pretty good job. There were some compromises that I had to make because of, the infancy of the build mode of InZOI. As you can see, there are certain parts like there's an attic that I couldn't do because it wouldn't make the house look right, the profile of the house look right in InZOI. So I hope they actually make some changes and give us a few more features that will allow us to make some better builds. Also, you can see that the top of I don't know what you call that, but the part that the covering for the pillars in these columns here is pretty bland, and it's not like the original. So hopefully they'll give us some things like that as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get a tour excuse me, of the house. Now I'm going to be playing as Kevin. Forgive me, guys, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've tried my best creating Kevin and creating I got Marv and I got Harry here. I try my best creating them, but I don't know if you guys have noticed that sometimes the Zois look totally different than they do in Kaz, right? In Create a Zoi. So, when you get in the game, they look totally different than when you created them in Kaz, and I'm hoping that they will fix that and make them look a lot more true to form. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to take you guys through a tour of this beautiful home. Let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and hit our tab key so we can get an over-the-shoulder view of Kevin. And I hate the fact that Marv and them are getting to go into the house. Getting to go into the house first. But anyways, here's the iconic foyer and the iconic stairs. As you can see, guys, I've got pictures of the family here. We've got Kevin. We've got his mom and dad. We've got Buzz. We've got Jeff. We've got Lenny. And we got Megan. So, and you guys may see that I've gotten pretty close to the original wallpaper that they used in the movie, right? And so he's gone autonomous mode here. He just decided he's just going to go ahead and go upstairs, which is not what I wanted him to do. We're not going to go upstairs just yet. Go back downstairs. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. Once they start going upstairs on autonomy mode, you can't stop them until they get all the way up the stairs. But anyway, so let's go ahead and take a tour here. First things first, we're going to go over here to the left. And we're going to take a look at this nice little piano room here. This is the living room. This is also, if you go back further, they sort of separated this into kind of two rooms here. If you go back further here, you can see the place where Kevin was putting up the Christmas tree, decorating the Christmas tree, and through the reflection of the ornament there, he was able to see in the bulb, he was able to see Harry staring at him through this window here. So that's pretty iconic. You see I've got some pictures, a picture of the family and the picture of Kevin here on the mantle, on the fireplace. So, and we've got those green curtains. And you know that director Chris Columbus said that he wanted to make the house feel very Christmassy, and so there was a lot of reds and greens. And here we move into the family room, and this is the iconic place where Kevin was sitting and watching TV. I tried to kind of make it like how it would be. It wasn't perfect. We don't have all the building tools that we would have. Otherwise, The Sims, you can make it look a little bit better. I mean, obviously it won't look as photogrammetric, if you will, but in The Sims, you actually have a lot more tools to build with, and so you can do a lot more with it. But I think this looks fantastic. I think we did a great job, even given the limitations of the game. Given, again, guys, this is in its infancy. It's in early access. So I'm still amazed with what's available here, even in early access. So if we take a look here too, you notice that there's this radio here. This is where they played the "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" when Marv and Harry come, to try to come in, and they're like, "Wait, this play last night, this place was messed up. Now the place is jumping," or I think he said something like that. Now the place is jumping, and Kevin had everything set up with all of these mannequins and statues and posters or whatever that made it look like people were there. So they saw the shadows. So this is where that happened. So let's move right along. We're gonna move to let's go from here to the kitchen area, and through that door, guys, is a bathroom. And what I did is I looked at some floor plans of the real house and tried my best to piece this together given the constraints. We don't have an attic, and we also don't have a basement, but I did pull a few tricks to get that third floor, at least the room that Kevin sleeps in. So I did build that into the house here. If you'll notice, this refrigerator is not quite placed the way it was placed in the movie, but the reason for that is because I had to make a laundry room. Our Zois need a place in order to be able to wash their clothes, and the laundry area, or the washer and dryer, were actually located in the basement in the original movie. So if we go through here, you'll see that I've created a laundry area, and of course, if our Zois get sick, we have the little kit here in order to make them feel better and recuperate. But for the most part, this looks pretty much like it looked in the film. We've got our flat top, cooktop here. We've got all the pictures of the family here. I went ahead and put everybody here, all 11 kids. So I'm not going to name them all because I'm probably going to get some of them wrong. But I'll name some of them. We got Heather, Lenny, Buzz, Fuller, Megan. We've got Kevin. We've Jeff, Lenny, and I think his name is Rod, and maybe Sandra, and I can't remember her name. So we remember most of the characters. You guys let me know if you know all the characters. Please let me know down in the comment section what these people's names are. And it's interesting. This calendar fell on the floor here. This was actually sitting on the table in build mode, so I don't know how it got dropped to the floor, but we'll fix that a little bit later. But I think we did a pretty good job. Had to make some sacrifices here too, or some concessions, if you will, in order to be able to get these stairs here. So it makes the house a lot bigger, a little bit bigger, in order to be able to make these stairs here. As you'll recall, there's 2 sets of stairs to get upstairs or get to the second level. So we're going up here. It's a little bland up here, guys. I forgot I wanted to add some extra photos here on the wall, so I'll probably do that later. And this is just like a little guest room that I made. Given that the house is longer, it allowed me to have this extra room, so I just made this little guest room here. So let's go and take a look upstairs. And he's walking kind of slow. Let's kind of get him to run a little bit. And we're going to go through the rooms here. So right here, when we come through, you see we've got Kevin and Jeff and Megan. This door right here is actually Kevin and Jeff's room. I can't control it. Let's see if we can get in. And we've got the wallpaper actually from the actual movie here as well. And the way I got these guys, I found, I think through Reddit. I was on a subreddit, and someone had actually taken up the task of creating all of the wallpapers from the movie, and they did a fantastic job. So I was able to grab those, and it just looks fantastic. Of course, no bunk beds in InZOI, so I wasn't able to have a bunk bed in here. But I think we still did a pretty good job here. We've got the poster here. This is not the original poster that was in the movie, but we found one from the same era of the Bulls, the Chicago Bulls. So and of course, you guys probably all recognize the iconic battle plan. There we go, by Kevin McAllister here. And of course, I made the actual top of the table the entire battle plan, so it kind of copied it over, kind of repeats, but still I think it looks fantastic. We got the actual battle plan here from the movie. Let's go. So we're gonna go in here and take a look at some of the other rooms here. I love this window, and actually the original house has a window very similar to this in this space. So I absolutely love this window here, and it doesn't give us that much of a view, but we can see our neighbor's backyard here, or side yard here. So let's go back down here. We've got the family there, and again, that was Kevin and Jeff's room. This is a bathroom, and this is the same. Oh no, this is the closet. I'm sorry. That's the closet. And the bathroom is actually here. There we go. And so we've got the same wallpaper that was actually in the movie for Kevin, the bathroom that Kevin, Jeff, and Buzz share here. So there we go. Same wallpaper there. And we're going to go in and take a look at Buzz's room, which is right here. Also, same wallpaper. I wasn't able to put the Michael Jordan poster on the back of the door. You guys may recall he actually has this poster on the back of the door. It's the same exact. Actually, I think it's not the same poster, but it's very, very similar to the one that was in the movie. Yeah, we've got Buzz's girlfriend here. This poster of Isaiah Thomas here is actually the correct poster here. It's the exact poster that they use in the movie. Another problem that I ran into is that couldn't find much to put on the shelves. No matter what I tried, there was there wasn't a lot of things that you could actually put on these shelves. But I did do a good job, I think, of trying to mimic those shelves that Kevin climbs on when he's trying to, I think he's trying to get money. And I use this as that iconic chest where he finds Buzz's girlfriend here. But yeah. And there's Marv, guys. Say hello to Marv. Did the best I could to make Marv here. He's going to use the, you know what, and let me pause this because he's going to use the computer, and there are some issues. I don't know if you guys noticed that my ZOIs will literally break everything. And apparently in order to fix that, you can go into Edit City, and I think you go over to Manage City, and then you go to, let's see, Appliance Durability, and you chuck that bad boy all the way up, and hopefully it will take, because I tried this before and it didn't take, and they still broke everything. But I think if you save and exit and come back, it'll make it to where the appliances are durable and they won't keep breaking. The other big problem that we have with broken appliances that they need to fix in this game is that if an appliance anywhere in the house, let's say this computer breaks, right? And you'll get the smoke and sparks that come out of it. Well, it'll make the furniture in the entire house turn gray, as if the whole house caught fire. And so you got to go and replace all of that furniture, countertops, everything, just because one thing in one room in a distant part of the house caught fire or sparks or what have you. So that is so annoying, guys, and I think that's something they definitely got to address and fix, because it really breaks immersion. There's no way if there's a fire or some sparks or whatever localized to one room that it's going to affect the entire house. Yeah, there might be smoke, but if you can contain the fire in that room, it's just more realistic than saying, oh, none of the house receives smoke or anything, but we're going to just mess up all of the appliances and countertops and everything. It's just too much. So anyway, this is Buzz's room, and you see he likes women, so we've got pictures of girls in bikinis and stuff like that on the walls. I did find the iconic Ice-T poster. Let's go ahead and come on, Kevin. See if we can get him to. Oh, we're paused. I'm sorry. I was like, why is he not moving? Okay, so if we go over here, you can see that we've got the iconic Ice-T poster, same one that was used in the movie. Let's go. And so we're going to go over here to, there's another area here. Now, really, this room exists, but they don't show it in the film, but it exists in the floor plans. And what I did was I went ahead, and since it's the same place where Kevin would go upstairs, so I'll show you guys. Let's go back. If you'll remember, there in the movie, there's a point where Kevin is right here and his mom says, "Get upstairs, Kevin." This is just after he and Buzz got into it because Buzz ate all his cheese pizza and said for him to get a plate because he was going to barf it up for him. And Kevin attacked him, and all the family hated him. "Look what you did, you little jerk." Right? You guys remember that? So he gets up here with his mom, and she tells him he's going to have to go upstairs, and he starts trying to, swoon her and said, "Well, I don't want to go because, Fuller, he if he has something to drink, he's going to wet the bed, and I don't want to stay up here." And she was like, "Well, we'll put Fuller somewhere else, but you got to get up here." And so this was one of those scenes that, when I play this with my this movie for my kids, I'm like, don't try that, right? Where he goes, "I am upstairs, dummy." I was like, don't try talking to me like that, right? So anyway, there's Buzz and Lenny, and so I created this room, and this is the room that Kevin would sleep in had we had that attic, right? So not much here, but we did get that flag, the Chicago flag here. We got that taken care of. I put a few things in here. There's a little clock here. I think that's in the movie. I don't know if there's a sewing machine in there, but I put a few things in here to kind of make it right. I actually made this gumball machine. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I just found a random gumball machine photo and did the 3D printing thing here, and it worked out pretty good. It's not functionable, but it's cool. Looks a little weird in the back, but yeah. So we go out, and I'm assuming that this room here, not assuming, this room is definitely Lenny's room. At least we see her in the room. I don't know where Megan's room is, and I don't know if Megan shares a room with Lenny. But this is the exact wallpaper from the show. From the movie, excuse me. But because we don't get a good look at the room here, we always see the wallpaper. We don't really get to see like what it looks like. I know this is like super modern, and hopefully it doesn't break the immersion for you guys, but I just decided I'm just going to go all out and make a nice, girls' room here. But I do know that, none of these decorations would be what they would have used aside from the wallpaper in the actual movie. So let's go back and through this door is just a little bathroom here. It's not a bathroom that we get to see in the movie, so you wouldn't really know what it would look like. But I did go ahead. I just made it pink and just made a nice little bathroom here. All right. Moving right along. And I see Kevin's getting a little hungry here. So we're going to make sure that we get him a bite to eat in just a bit. Let's get him. He walks really slow. There we go. And we're going to go now down to our parents' room. And they actually have a globe sitting right here in the movie. But the globe is a lot smaller. But this is what we have. So it's going into the parents' room. We've got the iconic parents' room wallpaper here as well. I know I keep using the word iconic, guys, but this movie's a classic. And I swear, like, every room in this house and the house itself is iconic. You can almost argue that this house was also a character in the movie because so many people were so fascinated with this house. I've been on subreddits where people have actually gone to find the real house and seen it. I actually did look it up for this build and found the real house. You can't actually see it on Street View. I think they've got it blocked so you can't see it on Street View, but you can actually see it on Google Maps, the real location of the house. And we've got the pictures of the family here above the fireplace here. And if we go through here, we've got the same wallpaper that was in the parents' bedroom. It's kind of bland, but that's basically what it looks like. And we've got the countertops here. This guy's, if you remember, Kevin uses his father's aftershave a couple times in the movie, and he's like, ah, right? That's where this happens right here in this room. All right, so let's go out. And, yeah, they've got sort of like a sitting room here. And one of the things just playing around with this that I noticed is that my ZOIs, when it's time to go to bed, if they don't have a wardrobe in their room, right, as they're calling it a wardrobe, and guys know that this game was made by, a Korean gaming studio. And, I actually have a lot of business partners in Korea. And there are, there's some that I got to talk to about the English translation. Sometimes they mix up things that they say in UK that we don't say in the United States. Like we don't normally just call this a wardrobe, right? We just have closets. But basically, the point I was getting at is if my Zois don't have a wardrobe in their bedroom, before going to bed, they will actually come in here to change clothes and then go back to their room. So you got to have a wardrobe for your Zois. And I'm going to add that, even though it kind of breaks immersion, I'm going to eventually add that to this house. Marv, what are you pissed off for? You don't even live here, bro. What? You going to hit me? Okay, I don't think you realize where you are. This is my house. Set up some traps for you. Be messed up. Anyway, so I don't know what Marv thought. You're gonna have to have him fall down these stairs. I'm gonna go find that pet spider. I wish we had pets and like spiders and stuff, but we don't have that yet. I think you can pet cats, and there are dogs, but I don't think you can actually pet the dogs. Anyway, here's the iconic dining room here with the double doors. I guess it's like a butler's entry or something like that. We got double doors here. And then we go here, and we've got a sunroom that you don't get to see in the movie. So I kind of took some liberties here. But it actually exists on the floor plans. So, yeah, there's our sunroom. And guys, that's about it. That's the iconic house. I also did do. Let's take a quick run outside here, and we can go around back. Other thing too, I just noticed. I wanted to mention. So we've got the dark colored door. I don't know if it's actually a dark green in the movie or if it's black. I think it may be dark green. But on the outside, it's this color, this dark color here. But on the inside, in the movie, it's actually white. So, guys, crafting, if we could actually paint one side of the door one color and the other side the other color, that would be fantastic. So let's go through here, and we're going to go outside. Oh, the other thing, the steps that lead up to the entry of the house, couldn't do short steps. You only have the full staircase, the full stair. You can't do just a few steps, so that's something that I hope that they will change, that we can do as well. But yeah, let's take a run around here. And what does Kevin say when he goes around the corner and sees that the cars are still here? The cars are still here. They didn't go to the airport, right? So, and of course, we don't have the ability to purchase cars yet in this game, so there's nothing in here. It's pretty empty. But I'll take you guys in. Just take a look. It's pretty bland. It's just a big room here. Somehow the tree is coming through the wall, because this is a very, very big house, guys. I actually had to move this over because in the film, the garage is actually a bit further here to the left, but I had to move it in order to make it fit on the lot, or else there was no lot that could fit this house. It would just chop off the house. So, yeah. There you go. That's the iconic Home Alone house, guys. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below. I really did my best to try to get it as close to the movie as possible. And again, I'm talking the first movie. As we get more features here, more build features in InZOI, I intend to update this. And I'm also going to put this on canvas so all of you guys can take this and get this house. But I'm waiting for some updates and some more features so that we can really bring this to life and make it more like the films. I'll be doing some playthroughs here with old Kevin and Harry and Marv, and I'll probably try to add the other family members as well, like Buzz, Megan, Mom, Dad, and Lenny. And maybe I'll add the other kids too. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. I know there's some people who have done this for Sims 2, 3, and 4. And, I don't have the snow outside and all of that kind of stuff. But you know, we'll probably do some versions of that. I don't think I know how to actually change the seasons. I know the seasons do change on their own, but I don't know if we're able to change them ourselves and just, you know, to get that setting. But if we do, I'll figure it out. And if you guys know, go ahead and post it in the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and get Kevin something to eat here. Hopefully he doesn't burn down the joint. And there's no macaroni and cheese, guys. Kevin, he gets that macaroni and cheese. But fun fact, he doesn't get to actually eat the macaroni and cheese. He blesses it. He sits down. And then the clock strikes, I think, 9. And he goes to the battle plans and gets ready to wreak havoc on Marv and Harry. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you see anything that you think I should change or fix or whatever, please let me know. This is a work in progress. As I said, I do want to, you know, it's finished, but you know, if they give us more tools, I do want to do some updates to make this even better. And I'm Sollertis Gamer, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.